Do you have any, maybe like some advice for people who want to come to Korea, who have like a passion for Korea through like K-drama, K-pop or other stuff?
Yeah, this is the stuff. Like, don't come to Korea and expect it that what you're seeing on TV is the reality in here, because it's totally not.
So, hi.
Hi,
What's your name?
Gaelle,
Gaelle.
Gaelle.
Gaelle from?
France.
Friends. Nice to meet you.
I'm from New York, Toronto, Canada.
New York and Toronto?
Yeah.
Damn, okay. I'm from Germany. Nice to meet you guys.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
I'm from Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
You speak German by any chance?
As well, yeah. I speak a few languages, yeah.
Okay, weil ich bin aus Deutschland.
Ah, echt?
Ja.
Ah, cool. Da kann man Deutsch reden.
Da kann man Deutsch reden. Where are you from?
I'm from the U.S.
US.
I come from Russia.
Russia.
Germany.
Germany, Deutschland. Me too. Hi, what's your name? Wie heißt du?
Johanna.
Johanna.
Ja.
Okay. Freut mich, dich kennenzulernen. Nice to meet you guys.
I'm from Germany.
What is this?
Oh, du bist auch aus Deutschland. Me too. So, nämlich fragen die Koreaner hier in Korea, was die hier machen und ein bisschen einfach, wie ihr Leben hier in Korea alles so aufgebaut ist. Und ja, also du bist jetzt hier in Korea und machst...
Ich studiere an der Yonsei. Ich mache mein Undergraduate hier.
Also dein Bachelor.
Ja, das ganze Bachelor.
Krass.
Ganze Ding hier.
Und du bist jetzt wann gekommen? Seit wann bist du schon hier?
Ich lebe seit August hier, also jetzt bald ein Jahr. Bin aber vorher schon viel in Korea gewesen, also ich wusste so, was mich erwartet.
Dein Koreanisch ist ja auch voll gut. Also,
Nee, es kommt, ne?
너무 잘하잖아요.
잘 못하는데.
Aber krass, wie bist du auf Korea gekommen? Also was hat dich zu Korea gebracht?
Also ich bin Flugbegleiterin eigentlich. Immer noch Teilzeit, aber ich war beim Fliegen, bin ich mal hier gelandet und dann war ich so, oh, gefällt mir. Und dann war halt so, ja, ich möchte gerne studieren, ich war nicht sicher wo. Und dann habe ich so, ja, Asien interessiert mich. Und dann war ich so, ja, wieso nicht Korea, ne? Weil ich bin gerne hier, ich mag die Leute, ich mag die Kultur. Und dann war ich so, ja, guck mal. Und dann bin ich akzeptiert worden und dann so, ja, here I am.
Jetzt war das ganze Studium hier.
Ja, ja.
Dein Major ist?
Ich mache ein Double Major in International Studies und Business Administration.
Wow. What was your first impression of Korea when you came here?
Oh wow, my first impression
Yeah.
is a big city. Compared to my island, I'm like a little bird. I'm flying. I was so happy to come here at
Like a
first.
fucking colibri right now.
Yes, it's so cool.
And like you're here for almost 2 years now and you got used to living like to the food and overall the whole lifestyle. Can you like maybe expand on that?
Yes, for the food is okay for me. That's fine. But for the lifestyle, it's still complicated for me. That's why I'm leaving next year, because I couldn't find myself at home here. So I will just go back home.
So you're going back to France, to your little island where you're gonna settle down again? How did you actually come to like Korea? Like what was like the I want to go to Korea and work there as an English teacher? What was like the catalysator for that?
For me, I think it was more so like what was more familiar, because I had the choice of teaching in China or teaching in Korea. And because of the program that I'm in, I feel like it was so many people had gone through it, and I'm like, I think this is a safer route. Only because I had less travel experience. Me coming to Korea was the first time me leaving America, and I thought, I think Korea is to do such a big move like that. I thought Korea was a safer option.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So that's why I chose Korea.
I think you don't want to study Chinese. Like
Right.
I'm doing that shit right now, and I'll tell you like that's no.
And like studying like and then just learning the language. I feel like Korean language is a little bit simpler. Like learning Hangul.
Yeah.
Once you know Hangul, you can pretty much navigate a little bit around because you can read.
Yeah.
So I think I guess assimilating to the lifestyle is a bit easier, I think, for a first-time traveler.
Yeah.
So I thought, maybe this is a safer option.
Definitely.
I came 2 years ago, like to like visit. It was very different than now, like with COVID and everything. But I was like, I didn't speak Korean or anything like that. Like I knew like nothing about Korea, so it was all very new. You know, it was very cool to see like small things. Like going from the US to Korea, you're like, oh well, there's got to be these like major cultural differences, but it's like those aren't that shocking really, or those aren't that like surprising, because you kind of expect that already. I think like the more like the things that you can easily overlook are like the much more profound differences culturally. Like here you don't tip, you know.
Yeah.
Like in the US you have to tip whenever you go out. So that to me was like, that blew my mind. You know what I mean? That was a major difference. But yeah, I mean, just things like that were like really, really interesting. You know?
Yeah, definitely. But okay, to like a more spicier topic, you have any experience dating Korean guys? Like, how's dating in Korea? I think that's yeah. She as well?
I should go. You should go. Wow. I don't have words. I don't know. Korea has. I don't know. I feel like my dating experiences in Korea have been interesting. I had to take a break from dating because it's just wild. People approach you for the wrong reasons. So I think it depends on what you're interested in. Like, if you are interested in, like, you know, having fun, then you'll find it for sure.
Yeah.
But if you're someone who's not into that, it's hard as a foreign woman, especially because you can get a lot of attention from men, but it can be in a very, like, harmful way. Like, not dangerous in a sense, but, like, they approach you for the wrong reasons. They want to have that foreign experience, basically.
She's the like expert here.
I've had the wildest, like, yeah.
Like she dated all the guys in Hongdae and like.
No.
Do you have any, maybe like some advice for people who want to come to Korea, who have like a passion for Korea through like K-drama, K-pop or other stuff?
Yeah, this is the stuff. Like, don't come to Korea and expect it that what you're seeing on TV is the reality in here, because it's totally not. Like, my first year in Korea was like sparking and I was like so happy, but just after 1 year I figured out how Korean doing with like girls and how they think, and I got so tired that now I'm going back home. I don't say that everyone will be same, but me, it just took me like 3 years to get done of Korea. So yeah, so just don't be too much.
You know, I have to say I kind of had like that kind of stuff, right? Before I came here, I watched like this one drama on Netflix, like Something in the Rain.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I think in Korean, like Pap Sajun Nuna. And you have to know, I like a little bit of more mature, like a little bit older woman than me. So I'm like, oh damn. Well, I came like here, I had like this whole romantic kind of view of Korea. I was like, oh, when I came here like first month, I kind of find my Nuna, and yeah, but that didn't happen. I'm still single.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never.
Sorry, how old are you?
Me, I'm 22.
Okay, I'm 23. I will get 24 this year.
So you're my Nuna. So what's your Instagram? Oh, awesome, guys. Do you have any last words or tips for some other people who love Korea, want to visit Korea, or?
I would say, yeah, I agree. Korea is a really nice place to come, especially while you're young. I would say, though, not to over-glamorize life here or the people here. Like, Korean people are just normal people, and life here is very...
There's no magical oppa coming to...
It's not a drama.
It's not a K-drama, yeah.
It's just normal life. People go to school, people go to work. It's not...
I was kind of disappointed by that, to be honest.
Ich sehe viele Leute, die hierher kommen, so eine Idealvorstellung haben. Die denken, jetzt ist K-Pop-Idol überall und so.
Der Opa, den einen
genau,
am Flughafen
Alles
begegnet.
so bewusst, ne,
You are my idol.
ja, da bist du so da und denkst so, no.
I would say, though, not to over-glamorize life here.
Don't come to Korea and expect it that what you're seeing on TV is the reality in here, because it's totally not.
Don't expect the nice K-drama experience.
I was matching with foreigners much more often.
감사합니다.